everyone, it's Anne-Marie here. Welcome to another Sunday school video. I hope everyone has been getting into their work and school routines okay and is staying safe. And today I thought it would be fun to talk about something that I've been doing a lot of over summer, which is playing a lot of Minecraft. Now for those of you who don't know, Minecraft is a video game and you can gather resources, you can build pretty much whatever you like, you can go exploring throughout a really vast, infinite world, and you can even be really adventurous and go and defeat monsters like the Ender Dragon. It's a game that is actually quite chill and relaxing, unless of course you're out monster hunting, in which case it'd be really stressful. But it's a really good fun game. You can play on your own or you can play online with friends. And over summer I spent a long time playing with Jess and with Sally, who I work with. And as we were playing together, I noticed that we each play in a slightly different way. So this reminded me of a passage from the Bible, but we'll get into the Bible in a minute. But first, let's have a look at Minecraft. So like I said, there are lots of different ways that you can play Minecraft. Take Jess, for example. Jess likes to be the dwarven mining master. She is the one who spends most of the time underground, digging and delving and exploring the caves and finding resources like iron and gold and diamonds for us. Now this is really useful because when you're building and crafting things in Minecraft you need those kinds of resources, especially iron for the tools that you use. So Jess keeps us really well stocked with iron. It's her thing, it's what she's really good at, and she just loves to spend time down in the mines. Now take Sally. Sally plays a little bit more differently. Sally's our builder slash warrior. So whenever there are monsters around or a zombie villager that needs rescuing, Sally is right there, she's on it. And she's also built several of the lovely houses for our villagers, not to mention our pretty amazing epic house in the village centre itself. So Sally is our creative builder and our fearless warrior. And then me. I used to be quite into exploring. I like wandering around, exploring the different biomes that you can find. There's rainforests, there's deserts, there's tropical oceans and coral reefs. It's a really beautiful thing to do, to go and see what there is in the game. But also recently I've really enjoyed terraforming and landscaping and making our village area look really pretty. I've been building waterfalls and cherry blossom trees and a cool little beach hangout place for us. And yeah, there we go. That's what I like to do in Minecraft. But imagine for a moment if we were all the same as Jess and we just wanted to mine. That would be great. We'd have so much iron and so much gold and redstone and lapis and diamonds. But we wouldn't really know what to do with those things, would we? We'd have a great expansive mining system. But that wouldn't be all that the game has to offer. And similarly, if we were builders like Sally, we would really run out of the tools quickly if none of us were interested in going and mining for the iron that we needed for those tools. We wouldn't get very much building done at all. And if all we wanted to do was landscape, like me, well, first of all, we'd still run out of tools without the iron, and we wouldn't really have anywhere safe to keep all of the resources that we find as we go. It would be really difficult to terraform a beautiful area without there being a kind of focus point for that. So even though we all play differently, it's really important because each of us brings something different to the table or to the game. Every one of us helps make the game so much better in all of our different ways, using our different skills and talents. And it's the same in God's family. We read this in the Bible in the book of Romans, chapter 12, verses 4 to 6. It says, "Just as our bodies have many parts, and each part has a special function, so it is with Christ's body. We are many parts of one body, and we all belong to each other. In His grace, God has given us different gifts for doing certain things well." So that means that we're all meant to be a bit different. like the different parts of your body. We're not all one hand. We've got hands, we've got feet, we've got eyes and ears and nose and mouth, we've got arms and legs and everything in the middle. The whole body isn't just one hand, is it? And the same is true for God's family. We're not all the same. God has given us different things to be good at, different ways that we can share God's love with other people. Some of us are good at sports and using our bodies and maybe dancing or gymnastics or whatever it might be. Some of us are really good at using our minds, being really creative in solving problems, at doing maths and figuring out the best way to use the money that we've been given. Some of us are really good at working behind the scenes, doing the things that no one notices until they don't get done. Things that often happen in the kitchen, things that happen about cleaning our buildings and the spaces that we use or that we live in. Some of us are really good at welcoming people and making people feel at home, which is really important for church. When you first come in, you want to see someone smiling who's going to make you feel like part of the family as soon as you come in. So God has given us all of these different things, and there are probably so many more than I could even mention right now. But that's what I want to pass on to you. I want you to have a think about what your God-given talent might be. It could be anything. Have a think. What is it that you really love, that you're really good at? Maybe that's something that God has given you to do, to share his love with other people. So that's one thing. Think about what your gift is. What are you really good at? And then secondly, I want you to have a think. How can you help spot God's gifts in other people? Sometimes it's quite hard to think about what we're good at. And sometimes we're good at things that we haven't really noticed. But maybe you could be somebody who spots that in someone else and says, hey, you're really good at that. I think God might have given you the gift of welcoming people, of using your mind in really creative ways, problem solving, or being creative in drawing and artistic storytelling and all sorts of things. So find something that someone else is good at and encourage them to keep using that gift. Okay, let's just wrap up what we've learned so far. So God's word says that we are like a body made of lots of different parts, that God has given us lots of different things to be good at. And the two things that I want you guys to do now is, first of all, think about what you might be really good at and how you can use that to share God's love. And two, take a look at the people around you and see if you can encourage them to do the very same thing. Can you spot someone else's gift from God, and can you encourage them to keep using it to share God's love with other people? Imagine what that would be like if we could encourage each other using the gifts that we have been given and encouraging others to use their gifts too. All right, that is it for me for this week. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Feel free to keep joining in, ask questions, and hopefully we will see you soon. But for now, be good, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you another time. Bye bye.